Hi, I'm Alex and this is still a sewing vlog called Gingerhead & Co. But today I'm going to teach you the third most difficult language in the world. Disclaimer, you're not going to be fluent after this video and it's entirely related to sewing. So you might ask why? Why should you learn Polish? I'm going to add some websites and some resources in the box below, and I'm going to talk about one in particular in this video where basic knowledge of Polish would help. Also, I get a lot of questions about my fabric, the fabric that I often get from Poland, and sometimes the websites, even if they have the English version, are not that great, and Google Translate can be confusing. So it's good to know some sewing terms in Polish. Also, it's just for fun. So I know that many of you are here just for the shops, and my favorite shops, the shops with really good quality fabric, the fabric that is reasonably priced, and even with the postage, it's going to be cheaper and the quality is excellent. So the shops that I've checked, I've tried, I've used many times are dresówka.pl or dresówka.pl. It's a huge shop with plenty of fabrics. The name means French terry, because that's probably the first fabric that they started selling. But they've got a huge range of fabric and they've got the most wonderful French terry with a lot of prints. Number 2, miękkie.pl. Miękkie means soft. So I'm going to say it again because I know that this word is really difficult. Miękkie, miękkie. This is one of my favorite shops. It's not cheap, but the quality is outstanding. And I'm always very happy with the service. I get a lot of ribbing and cuffing from this shop. Number 3, metry I centymetry.pl. Metry I centymetry.pl. Metry I centymetry means meters and centimeters. It's also one of my favorite shops. I also buy hardware from this shop and they've got really nice haberdashery. But I buy a lot of French terry, a lot of jersey from this shop, and I've always been very happy. Number 4, fabricshop.pl or fabricshop.pl. I'll let you guess the translation. It is my newest favorite and they have beautiful prints, and I'm always attracted to prints. Apart from French terry in all sorts of colors and prints, they also sell a lot of bag making fabric and hardware. I love this shop. It's unusual. I know that they are just starting, but I've always been very happy with the service. Again, I could definitely recommend it, and I suppose the name is so simple that you can say, I speak Polish, because I can say fabric shop. Number 5, Kuba Nitka. Kuba Nitka. Kuba Nitka. This one is slightly tricky because it's a name. So Kuba is Jacob, Nitka is thread. So Kuba Nitka is Jacob the thread. It's a good shop for people who like French terry and people who sew a lot for children. The prices are amazing and the quality is really good. They inform you about the quality, so you can get something cheaper that is, let's say, from Turkey, but they've got a lot of Polish French terry that is really good quality. They've got digital prints and all that. And really, the price is always better than in most places. Shop number 6. Shop number 6 is tkaniny-dzianiny.pl. So, tkaniny-dzianiny.pl. And it simply means wovensknits.pl. Wovensknits.pl. tkaniny-dzianiny.pl. I like this shop because they often have something unusual, and it's always good to have something that nobody else has. Shop number 7. Pasja Julii. Pasja Julii. So, pasjajulii.pl just means Julia's passion, and her passion is probably fabric. I've found quite a few prints that I couldn't find anywhere else. That's why I'm including the shop. They never have a lot of things, but they've got enough to justify paying for the postage. The most I've paid for the postage from Poland to the UK was £12, so it's not bad. I know it can be more expensive, but I've never bought enough to pay even more. And let's say that this is going to be the last shop. So shop number 8. Shop number 8 is mamototo.pl. Mamototo. And I suppose it means mum this. It's just a play with words. I suppose that's something that a child would say to his or her mummy. Mummy, this. Because there are a lot of fabrics that are suitable for children. All of them are certified, so eco certified. So the fabric can be used for children, for people with allergies and all that. Let's go to the basic Polish lesson. Woven fabric, tkaniny. Tkaniny. Woven, tkaniny. Knit fabric, dzianiny. Knit, dzianiny. 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 Cotton, bawełna. Cotton, bawełna. 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 Viscose, wiskoza. Viscose, wiskoza. 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 Cotton jersey. Jersey, bawełniany. Jersey, bawełniany. Cotton jersey, jersey, bawełniany. Viscose jersey, jersey, wiskozowy. Jersey, wiskozowy. Jersey, wiskozowy. Jersey, wiskozowy. Ripstop, ortalion. Ripstop, ortalion. 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 Quilted fabric, pikówka. Quilted fabric, pikówka. 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 Bias binding, taśma ze skosu. Taśma ze skosu. Taśma ze skosu. Taśma ze skosu. O, lamówka. 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 Lamówka is actually any binding. So it's not just bias binding. It could be any binding. Then, haberdashery, pasmanteria. Haberdashery, pasmanteria. 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 Pattern, wykrój. Pattern, wykrój. 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 Thread, nici. 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 Scissors, nożyczki. Scissors, nożyczki. 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 Needle, igła. Needle, igła. 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 Sewing machine. Maszyna do szycia. Maszyna do szycia. Maszyna do szycia. Maszyna do szycia. Stitch. Ścieg. Stitch. Ścieg. 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 Overlocker. Overlock. Overlocker. Overlock. Overlock. But my favorite. Cover stitch. Renderka. Cover stitch. Renderka. 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 Rendering machine. Renderka. So it's a cover stitch. Let me know in the comments how fluent you are now. I'm going to show you a website with excellent patterns, and some of the patterns, especially the older ones, are free. All of that is in Polish, unfortunately, but I absolutely love the patterns. Sometimes you have to subscribe and you have to pay a small fee for downloading the patterns. So all the new patterns are usually paid for. The website is called papavero.pl. Papavero is not a Polish word. When you set up your account, you can download PDF patterns. There are also a lot of tutorials, but I'm afraid my lesson is not enough to understand the tutorials. Why I like this website? First of all, when you open the website, they always tell you, oh, you look beautiful, or your eyes are shining more than ever today, which I think is a funny, quirky way of saying hello to people. Well, they say it in Polish, obviously. But I also like the patterns because they are not very simple patterns, not just box standard free patterns that you can get pretty much everywhere, but they are really well drafted. I don't really like the checked paper they are printed on. When you print them, you've got a lot of lines. So this is probably the only issue I have with this website, but the patterns are excellent. And when I say excellent, I mean they will fit pretty much everyone, or they will fit a lot of people, because there are not only sizes there. You can pick the size in which to print the pattern, but you can also choose your height. So if you're a short person like me, or if you are taller than the average, you will appreciate that. In some patterns, they also include bust sizes. But the patterns that I've used were really, really well drafted. They came together beautifully. There was always something that I've learned from the pattern, and even if you have to pay for the pattern, it's really not a lot. It's pennies, really. So I love the website. Go and have a look. Maybe you can find something for yourself. If you scroll down, if you find the older patterns, usually all of them are for free. There are quite a few free PDF patterns there. The instructions, well, you can translate the instructions using Google. My lesson is probably not going to help a lot, but if you use Google Translate, it will at least give you an idea what to do. Don't choose the most difficult code patterns first, because that might be an issue. Or find a Polish friend and ask them to help you. So we've got various projects here. All of them can be downloaded. The subscription is about £10 for 5 buttons, so about £2 per button. But some of the buttons are free, like this one. This one is free, and as you can see, you can choose your height, so that's in centimeters, your size, that's European sizes, from 32 to 52. And what else can you do? Advanced options, so all the haberdashery, the format and so on. I don't even know what that is, but that's, well, and you've got the gallery of projects that other people made. So that's the website, Papavero. And wykroje do pobrania, so that's our patterns for ladies, for men, for kids. Let's say that we want to sew a jacket or a coat. That's the first one. That's quite cool. And you can have this button for £2 in your size. Well, I actually really, really like this one. And you've got all the information about your sizes. You've got frequently asked questions as well, but I doubt you can understand it without Google Translate. But you've got the idea. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye!